Imagine this. You're standing in front of a woman who seems completely out of your league. She's confident, stunning, and used to men doing everything they can to impress her. Yet somehow she looks at you differently, not as just another guy trying to win her over, but as someone who she can't quite figure out, someone she wants. What if I told you that no matter how confident or independent women seem, they all have hidden emotional weak spots, flaws in their armor that most men never even notice? If you can tap into these weaknesses, you won't just attract women, you'll effortlessly shift the dynamic without even trying. This isn't about manipulation, it's about understanding what triggers attraction on a subconscious level. Because the truth is, attraction isn't logical, it's emotional. Most men try to win a woman over with words, looks, or status, but the men who truly grab her attention tap into something deeper, forces she can't resist. Before we dive into the details, don't miss your free copy of the ebook. It's waiting for you in the description or pinned comment below. Normally $37, but today it's yours for free. Trust me, you'll be amazed at what's inside. Now, let's uncover the first hidden weakness that gives you an unfair advantage over 99% of men. Weakness. Number one, the desire for emotional escapism. Most men assume that women make decisions in love based on logic, things like stability, looks, or status. But the truth is, women fall for the experience a man gives them, not just the man himself. Women crave a man who can pull them into a different emotional reality. Why do you think they fantasize about bad boys, mysterious strangers, or forbidden love stories? It's not because they want drama, it's because they're addicted to feeling something unpredictable, something that takes them out of their routine. Here's where most guys go wrong. They're too predictable. They text her the same way every day, agree with everything she says, and make her feel comfortable, but not alive. This is exactly why so many men get stuck in the friend zone. They provide companionship, but don't spark any powerful emotions that could elevate them to something more. So, how can you turn this to your advantage? Create emotional contrast. Women don't fall for the predictable nice guy. They fall for the man who makes them feel something. Start mixing unpredictability into your interactions. Don't always be available. Challenge her opinions instead of agreeing with everything. Tell stories that pull her into a different world. The key is to become an experience, not just another man. Once a woman sees you as someone who makes her feel something unpredictable, she won't just be interested, she'll be hooked. Weakness number two, the unspoken addiction to strong boundaries. The men women chase the hardest aren't the ones who chase first. Why? Because women aren't wired to respect men who give themselves away too easily. Many guys think being overly agreeable, constantly available, and always accommodating will win a woman's affection. But in reality, it does the opposite. It makes her take you for granted. Women are naturally drawn to men who set the tone in the relationship. They want a man who isn't afraid to say no, who values his own time and self-respect. Why? Because that kind of man is rare. Think about it. Women might never admit it, but they love a challenge. They're not spending time with the guy who makes himself too available. They're after the one they feel they have to work for. And here's a secret. Women test men all the time, often without realizing it. They'll cancel plans to see if you'll chase. They'll push your buttons to see if you'll crack. They'll dominate the conversation to test if you'll back down. But when she realizes you stand firm in your values, when you don't bend just to please her, she'll stop testing and start respecting you. Respect is the foundation of real attraction. So if you feel like a woman is losing interest, ask yourself, are you holding your ground or are you just trying to keep her happy? Women don't fall for men who give them everything. They fall for men who make them earn it. Once you understand this, the entire game of attraction changes. Weakness number 3, the thrill of uncertainty. Think about the last time you were hooked on a TV show, movie, or book. What kept you glued to the screen? It wasn't the predictable parts, it was the tension, the mystery, the unknown. Here's what most men don't realize. Women experience attraction the same way. The more predictable you are, the easier you are to categorize, and once she knows she has you, the chase is over. But if you remain a little out of reach, if she can't quite figure out your feelings for her, she won't be able to stop thinking about you. The tension, the mystery, keeps her coming back for more.
Want to make her feel the same rush she gets from her favorite TV show? Be unpredictable, keep her guessing. The more she's unsure of where she stands with you, the more likely she'll chase you. That's when her mind starts fixating on you. Women are drawn to a man who can create just the right amount of uncertainty, controlled unpredictability that keeps them intrigued. They don't want chaos, but they do want a man who keeps them on their toes. This is exactly why so many women fall for men who aren't overly eager to please. Ask yourself, do you always reply to her messages instantly? Do you constantly tell her how much you like her without letting tension build? Do you reveal all your emotions up front, leaving nothing for her to wonder about? If you answered yes to any of these, you might be making things too easy for her. Now, this doesn't mean you should play childish games or act distant for no reason. It simply means you should allow space for mystery. Instead of texting back immediately, pause. Instead of telling her exactly how you feel right away, let her wonder. Instead of always being available, make her earn your time. This isn't about being manipulative, it's about being valuable. Women crave excitement, adventure, and a man who doesn't give himself away like a cheap prize. The moment she starts questioning where she stands with you, she starts thinking about you non-stop. She starts chasing, and that's when the tables turn. Weakness number 4, the irresistible pull of leadership. Most men believe being nice and agreeable will win a woman's heart. But the truth is, women don't fantasize about following a man who follows them. They dream about a man who leads. Look at history, movies, or even real life. The most desirable men are the ones who move with purpose. They don't ask for permission to exist. They make decisions, stand by them, and expect others to either follow or be left behind. Women are naturally drawn to this kind of man. They might not always admit it, but a man who knows what he wants and goes after it without hesitation is magnetic. Think about it. Have you ever seen a woman fall for a guy who constantly asks, "What do you want to do?" instead of taking charge? Have you noticed that the men who command respect are the ones who act decisively? Have you ever heard a woman say, "I love a man who lets me make all the decisions"? No? Exactly. This doesn't mean you should control or dominate a woman's life, but it does mean you should be decisive. Instead of asking, "Where do you want to eat?" say, "We're going here, you'll love it." Instead of waiting for her to make the first move, take the lead. Don't be afraid to disagree with her. A woman who respects you will appreciate that you have your own mind. Weak men follow. Strong men lead, and women can feel the difference. The moment she realizes you have direction and purpose, with or without her, she won't just be interested, she'll be drawn to you in ways she won't even understand. Once she starts looking up to you, that's when you become the kind of man she never wants to lose. Weakness number 5, the allure of a man who doesn't need her. Here's the biggest secret of all. Women don't want to be the center of your world. They want to be invited into a world that's already exciting. Most men get this completely wrong. They make a woman their top priority too soon. They drop their goals, abandon their ambitions, and start structuring their entire life around her. And do you know what happens next? She loses interest. Not because she's cruel, not because she wants to hurt you, but because the moment a woman feels like she's the only thing fueling your happiness, she stops respecting you. Think about it. Why do women obsess over celebrities, athletes, and high achievers? Why do they get hooked on men who seem to have bigger things going on than just a relationship? Why do they chase the guy who isn't always available instead of the one who's constantly there? Simple. They want a man with a mission. Women don't want to be your purpose. They want to be part of something bigger. If your world already excites you, she'll feel lucky to be a part of it. But if you start orbiting your entire existence around her, you become replaceable. So, how do you make sure this never happens? Keep your mission at the center of your life. Women are attracted to men who are going somewhere. Never cancel your plans just to be available. She respects a man who prioritizes his own life. Stay unpredictable. Your time is valuable. Make her earn it. The moment a woman sees that you're fulfilled, focused, and thriving without her, she won't just be attracted to you, she'll feel lucky to have you, because deep down, every woman wants a man worth chasing. And once you understand these hidden weaknesses, you'll never need to chase again. She'll be the one chasing you.